Welcome back to Universal Studios. It's our first time back at Universal Studios in over a year. We went to the annual pass holder preview day when the parks reopened, but then our passes expired. So it's our first time back at Universal in over a year, checking out the Velocicoaster. Brand new Velocicoaster here at Universal Studios. We'll ride it for the first time for us and let you know what we think. I'm Dave K, by the way. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, now let's get on with our day. We still have never done this mini golf here. It's really nice that there are so many things you can do in the City Walk that don't require park tickets, and I would love to come back for some restaurants and to enjoy some mini golf and otherwise. Making our way into the park. So now I believe Islands of Adventure has the Velocicoaster, or is that Islands of Adventure? That's Islands of Adventure. Here's your City Walk. It's been too long. You can see what it looks like here this morning, how busy it is. Still pretty early in the morning, within the first hour of opening. We'll make our way inside. The adventure begins here today. Stepping inside now, you can see Islands of Adventure Trading Company around us. All these shops we haven't been to in so long. Let's make our way through the park and welcome back. In addition to Velocicoaster, we're thinking about Harry Potter. Two of our favorite rides there might be nice to go back and see, but I'm expecting a thrilling, very intense, but also very enjoyable roller coaster here, Velocicoaster. We'll see how it is. This might be Mike's first opportunity to check out green eggs and ham. Loved this one. I've never had it for breakfast though, so we'll see if it's open here today. It looks promising. The windows are open, so let's see what they say. Really awesome to see green eggs and ham open here. I believe the brisket Philly tots are new. There's a few things I don't remember on there, but thinking maybe we'll do Velocicoaster first just because how intense that might be. But really glad to see this one. I'd only seen it open for holidays before. So yes, we'll most definitely have to see if we can put this on our to-do list today. As well as we love those crepes and Harry Potter food. So lots of delicious food. Those are a few of our favorites. I would say this one, the Harry Potter fish and chips are some of the best, and those crepes are fantastic as well. But for now, let's hit that coaster and then have that brunch time snack afterwards. Oh my gosh, is that the coaster? You can see that huge arch up there. Looks like that's part of Velocicoaster. Wow, so excited for that one. Most definitely makes me feel like it will be thrilling. I did eat some this morning, so hopefully all will go well on that. Won't be too intense, but see what happens. The sculpture up here looks different. I'm not sure he had that chest plate of armor before. Cool to see. I'm not sure if it's a change or an improvement, but still nice to see him as we're walking by. And back into that Lost Continent now. We did try that Mythos one time. Thought it was not bad, but did not strike me as the best theme park restaurant ever. So we'll see. See if we end up going back today. But we have a few other favorites. I like the Harry Potter, I like those crepes. Past the Fire Eater's Grill, which I also enjoyed, here is Jurassic Park. Making our way past these walls to an area that I think was closed before. Here's the twists and turns of that coaster ahead of us. Wow, look at that. Even on the walkway, there's a balcony. Seems like that overhang is just to make sure that everybody is safe on the walkway below. Maybe nobody drops anything on anyone below. Crazy, look at those twists and turns. You can see a coaster going by now. Ooh, coming right over us once. I think we're gonna be walking right over it when it comes over us the second time. We're about to find out. Here it comes. Whoa, that looks awesome. I think we're gonna have a metal detector on this one, so we're gonna have to leave everything in a locker, but we shall see. I didn't bring a bag, so I've got no water bottle, I've got no rain jacket. Thinking to myself, well, it'll be easier. Won't have to use a locker as often if I can just keep everything in my nice button-up pockets here. That's why I like to wear also some of these cargo shorts or things with more pockets when I come to parks like Universal with the locker situation, but still need a locker for all metal items on certain rides. This might be one of them. We'll find out. Awesome to see that track wrapping around us over in front of the world of Harry Potter. You can see those twists and turns. Oh, so excited. Velocicoaster just ahead. Here we go. Here it is, that entrance to Velocicoaster. You've got those velociraptors on the side. Nice dark colors with the blue neon lights. And look at that coaster overhead. Oh, geez. Here it comes. Whoa, looks like fun. As we make our way further into the queue, love to see these neon lights change colors on the wall. You see all kinds of colors. There's a TV back there with some backstories and tutorial. We got a bunch of velociraptors right there in the middle. Love the sculptures all around. There's some information about velociraptors back there. Only a 35-minute wait for this one, it seems like. And everyone's still got their bags for now. Not sure if there's a locker ahead or if not. So I guess we'll find out, but really love the lobby so far. There's some information on these TVs about getting a locker. So it does seem that we'll be getting a locker and needing a paper ticket for this attraction, so something to keep in mind. So it seems like our virtual phone passes won't do the job in terms of getting through, so something to keep in mind. You may want to actually, oh my gosh, there's a velociraptor going through the windows. So you see him up firsthand. Watch out for those. The vehicle go by. So cool. Excited to step on board, and nice that it's a quick ride here this morning. Let's do it. Take a look at these velociraptors in action here. Really cool. You can see them all caged up over here. Kind of spooky. Awesome to see them shaking around there. Hopefully you can see that pretty clearly as we make our way through the queue. Lots of cool things to see in line. Awesome ride here on the Velocicoaster. Really intense and an enjoyable, smooth roller coaster, I must say. Estimate was pretty fair there in terms of how I thought it would shake out. I would say it felt a lot less secure than I was expecting. Just a lap strap there, so I was flying from side to side there. Felt like if I weren't secure at the knees, would have just flown away, but it was most definitely secure at the knees. Kept me in level there, but most definitely make sure you push that down to the most intense, locked-in level. I would say this is up there for some of the best coasters. I think Hagrid's probably still my favorite, but if you like something more intense than Hagrid's, you probably like this one more. If you like a bit more of maybe a story or a bit more theming, I feel like Hagrid's the winner, but this one, if you're looking for that perfectly smooth, intense coaster, this one's a fantastic one. Most definitely enjoyed it, and I think there's a chance we're going to be going again here. Mike, your thoughts?
Agreed in full. Absolutely amazing roller coaster. One that, you know, upside down roller coaster sometimes super intense. This one was just unbelievable. It was amazing because it's super smooth. It was the smoothness plus yes, it was like you were upside down, you were like hanging from just the restraint, but I don't know, the smoothness of it. That's the best way to describe it. You're like hanging upside down from the restraints, which you'd think to yourself, oh my gosh, that's like way too intense for me. And yes, it was intense. I'm not denying that, but somehow the smoothness played into it so well where it was just so enjoyable.
So really glad we had a chance to check it out. Might do it again now or later in the day. A few other things we want to check out if we get the chance, but really glad we had the chance to ride it. Now to directly compare Velocicoaster to Hagrid's up ahead, we're going to make our way into Harry Potter and check that one out. Let's do it. Now back in Hogwarts, one of my favorite parts of this park. Maybe we'll do Hagrid's as well as Forbidden Journey while we're here. A few of my favorites. So it seems like the virtual line for Hagrid's is currently full. You can't enter the virtual line right now, and they have that virtual queue set up, so maybe we'll do Forbidden Journey instead while we try to refresh the page, maybe 15-20 minutes, and then we can get in that queue, and then who knows how long it'll be then, but that's where they're at. It is a bit busier in Harry Potter, the world of Harry Potter, in Hogsmeade and in Hogwarts. You can see it's always a busier part of the park. Interesting to see that it seems even busier here than at the Velocicoaster. And it's a 60-minute wait here at Forbidden Journey, hard to believe. Both of these Harry Potter attractions have a longer queue than the brand new Velocicoaster here. Wow. So the line was a bit longer than we wanted to wait in, so we're gonna grab that brunch time snack instead. Green eggs and ham today. We're gonna see if we can get some food from there because it's almost never open. May as well give it a shot. See what Mike thinks of it too. Are you excited for it, Mike?
Oh, you know it.
Think it'll be good?
Yeah.
And look how much quieter it gets as soon as you step out of the Harry Potter part of the park. Wow, it's night and day. Really feels like you're in a very crowded park versus a relaxing, reasonably crowded park. So yeah, there's something to be said for that, but I guess it's because the Harry Potter stuff is by far the most popular. And here we are back at Green Eggs and Ham. Always nice and quiet over here, which may not mean it's all that popular, or maybe people just don't realize it's open, but makes it easier to grab food for us here. Hopefully people realize that I at least think it's some pretty good food here in the park, so something to keep in mind if you're considering making a trip, but it's rarely open, so it's just another reason you might want to visit if it is. Take a look at the delicious looking food here. I've got the brisket Philly tots, and Mike's got the hoo hash right here. Both look fantastic. Looks like you got some good meat in there, some ham stylings on the hoo hash, and then the brisket in the other tots. We'll let you know what we think. Just finished eating green eggs and ham here. We had the tots. I had those Philly brisket tots. Mike had the hoo hash. If you ask me, the hoo hash was the winner. I like the flavor on that one. Some good pieces of sausage in there. Honestly, my favorite part of the brisket Philly tots, I think that's what it was the green peppers. I really liked the flavor of those green peppers in there. I feel like the veggies added a nice bit of flavor to it. Not as flavorful on the meat side as I would have expected. Honestly, I did prefer the tots that I had last time. I think it was the pizza tots that I got from here. Those were quite good in my opinion. I thought these were pretty solid, but most definitely I think fish and chips is where it's at. So we're on the same page, Mike and I here, in terms of this food was pretty good. It was nice to try a new quick service item with Mike here, especially since it's rarely open. But I would say fish and chips, Harry Potter, and the crepes, those are so good. Those are some of the best of the best. Next up is Cat in the Hat. Mike has never done Cat in the Hat here. Excited to step in here and do this one, see what he thinks, get his reaction here. I thought the animatronics were quite fun last time, so let's give it a shot. Mike, what do you think of this lobby here for Cat in the Hat?
Looks nice.
Yeah.
You keep like making me feel like something's gonna pop out of a corner somewhere.
You never know.
It's not Halloween Horror Nights, David.
He's hiding in the hat. He's hiding in the hat.
I don't see anything.
Make sure you keep your eyes open for that. Hats.
I will watch.
Okay. No, I really do like the design of this lobby. I feel like it sets you up to feel like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great attraction, really nice animatronics. Let's see what we think. Mike, was it what you were expecting here on Cat in the Hat?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. What did you think overall?
It was fine. It was good. I liked it. It wasn't exactly 100% what I was expecting. I was expecting, I guess, a little bit more than that. It was definitely a 90s ride, and some updates would probably help a little bit, but not bad, especially like Cat in the Hat.
What were you expecting, and what was different?
I was expecting more Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
It was a little starker than that. Some of the characters could use a little touch on their eyes. That's about it. Those are the big changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely agree. It's a question of maybe updating, refining, revising some of those animatronics. Overall, still love the concept, love the ideas, but most definitely funny when you see the lobby and then you look at like how much effort maybe was put into like Cat in the Hat himself.
Right.
Yeah. Still cool to see, and let's continue to make our way. Glad we could check out at least one new one here for you. Bit of a street show here as well. Check this out with the Grinch and the Lorax.
Be kind to the earth. The Grinch are going to stick around now for a little bit, so you can come up to that row, grab a quick photo.
Cool to see that street show come up and get a few photos, socially distanced photos with the Lorax there and some of the Grinch. Nice, I like the idea. It works for distance photos right now. Now making our way back towards the Harry Potter area. We'll see what the wait times look like, maybe end up going for a butterbeer, or maybe we'll just catch the train to the other park. Would love to check out that Borne experience too. That one's also new, and I haven't done it. So it seems like they're not doing a Poseidon's Fury. That show is currently paused, so they're not doing that today. Unfortunately, can't do that one, but we'll check Harry Potter again, maybe go back for Jurassic, and then maybe hit the other park. Now making our way onto Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. You gotta refresh that app, refresh that website, until you're able to get in the virtual queue, and then you can make your way onto the attraction. You can see it racing by behind me, having just ridden Jurassic Park Velocicoaster today. We'll be able to directly compare the two attractions, let you know what we think, and ride one of our favorites yet again. Let's do it. Making our way back inside now. Always love the theming. You've got the different huts, Hagrid's hut out there. You have these beautiful wall designs. I love to see those decorations throughout the castle, and it gets so much darker inside. And there's the Hogwarts castle back in that direction. Really nice to see as we're making our way onward. Just got off of Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. Gotta tell you, one of my favorite coasters here at Universal. Most definitely love that ride. And the front row made it even better. I feel like it was a million times better sitting in the front row. Unfortunately, you don't really get to choose your row on that one. Can't request the front row, but most definitely feel like that added significantly to the experience. Of the two, I've got to say, I much preferred Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure. I feel like it's a more relaxing attraction. It's got a great story to it. Always loved the Harry Potter world, and it's not too intense. So you have a nice balance there of the storytelling and the coaster component, not to mention some of those special coaster effects. Special coaster styles. Don't want to give any spoilers there, but you know what I'm talking about if you've ridden on it. Mike, your thoughts? Which one do you prefer and why?
You know, I like them both. I really do. I feel like they both have a spot here at Universal. I would go out of my way for either one. However, maybe it's because it's just super brand new for me, but Velocicoaster has got this extra special feel to it. It is more intense, it is. But it also has this, I don't know, take your breath away feeling. Hagrid's is great too, don't get me wrong. It's not one, you know, super better. It's just preference, personal preference. I know you prefer, David, the Hagrid's over Velocicoaster. I'm kind of leaning more Velocicoaster, but both are amazing.
So we're gonna try Velocicoaster once more, get another back-to-back comparison, and see what we think. Back at Velocicoaster, looks like it's a little bit busier here, but only 45-minute wait, it says on the sign. Mike, are you excited to hop back on it?
You know it, and I love the fact that we can request front row. So we tried back, now we're gonna try front. I have a feeling it's gonna be even more intense.
So true. Seems like one of the only rides in Universal we can ask for the front, and we'll do that just so we can get the full comparison today. I'm excited for it. Here we go, 45-minute wait, stepping inside. The first part of the queue is out in that direction. I'll show you a bit of that. And then we go through here and get to those lockers. Here is that outdoor part of the queue. You'll see those shaded windows here above us, a little bit of light in, but you can't see what's actually going on out there, like an outdoor cage from Jurassic Park. And then we've got that indoor queue, and we'll be back on board. So this turn in the queue here is new. They've added a bit, seems like it's longer. We're gonna swing around and head downward in this direction. Smart that they have those levers for longer lines, but it's gonna be a new part for us to see. Even more of the queue out here. Wow, it seems like we're just walking along the sidewalk here by the Velocicoaster. So I don't know if they plan for this much of a queue, but we're outdoors now, enjoying some heat, some natural sights and views as we wait for the ride. Here's some track. They're gonna come right by us here. Check this out. Oh my gosh, excited to see it firsthand. Here they come. Oh, jeez. Right by our heads there, you can see it. Super intense as they're going by. Here we go, passing by those velociraptors yet again. Let's make our way inside the second time around. Here they are again, seeing those raptors all caged up here before we step on the ride. You can see it bows the metal a little bit. Ooh, look at those eyes too. Fierce, scary eyes looking right at you. Just got off Velocicoaster yet again and absolutely loved that front row. Awesome spot to sit and be able to enjoy the ride. So glad that you can request the front row on this one as well, because it most definitely was worth it. This time around, nice quick line for us too. But I could see requesting that if I've never been, or from time to time requesting it as well. Really, so glad we had a chance. Still think Hagrid's my favorite, but this one's definitely number 2 of the coasters. Michael, your thoughts?
I loved front row. Front row's the best way to do it. Back row's great too. It's not anything bad about it. It's just that if you want, I mean, to me, it's worth the extra weight for the front row. It really, really is. You see everything like right up front. You fly out of your seat every time. Love it.
So would you ask for front row every time or only sometimes?
No, not every time, but sometimes. So maybe half the times I'd ask for front. Other times just get it random. I feel like it's great throughout, honestly.
Totally agree, and I'd love to try all the different seats as well. I'm sure we'll get a chance to try it more in the future, but really glad we had a chance to ride it a couple of times before enjoying the rest of our beautiful day here at Universal. Now heading back towards Harry Potter. This way. Now heading back towards Harry Potter. Maybe we'll grab some lunch, some fish and chips. Maybe we'll grab a frozen butterbeer. Maybe we'll make our way to Universal Studios out of Islands of Adventure. Probably all 3. Now waiting in front of the Leaky Cauldron for the dining experience. Love to get some of that food. Line a little bit longer than I might have expected out here, but that's all right. We'll make our way inside. Get some butterbeer, some fish and chips, and some water. Ah, so much cooler inside. Look at the beautiful designs all across the place. Love to see those broomsticks up there. This is not 3 broomsticks, right? I don't think so. You know, it's the Harry Potter restaurant in Islands of Adventure, but love the decor here. This dining hall feel definitely feels very Harry Potter. Here's another look at that delicious food here at Harry Potter. I think we're gonna stick with the usual, the fish and chips here. Love that stuff, and the butterbeer. But nice to see all the options that they have. So we've got our fish and chips and our butterbeer here. We got 2 hot butterbeers and we got 2 fish and chips. We know what we like here, don't we, Mike?
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah, we're thinking about those frozen butterbeers, but since they're doing the hot ones right now, even though it's summertime, we're doing the hot ones, which is fantastic. Also, you can only get small cups of water, and they're pretty hard to find around the park. So don't forget to hydrate. You know, we'll drink them all. We'll drink them easy and quick. You don't even know. Mike, one more time for the camera here. Harry Potter fish and chips. What do you think of them?
Delicious, absolutely delicious. Great fried texture on the outside. The fish is so good, especially with the tartar sauce. You really can't go wrong. Truly enjoy it. The one I definitely recommend when you're here, especially inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter and this 3 broomsticks.
And I think you've admitted it before, but are they better than Disney's fish and chips?
They are, in my opinion, when you know, it's going to vary based on what you like, but in my opinion, they are a little bit better than the ones at Disney. Just because, you know, I really like the consistency at which they are fried and the taste of the fish with the tartar sauce. Really love it. Yes, I would say it's a little bit better than the ones at Disney.
Gotta emphasize that little bit in there, huh? Most definitely agreed. Fantastic. Absolutely love these fish and chips here They're so meaty. There's so much fish inside to enjoy. A great fish flavor goes really well with that tartar sauce. Tartar sauce, not too intense there in terms of that fishy flavor. It's not like a unpleasant fish flavor to it, but it's nice in terms of that deep fried fish stick. And then if you don't put the lemon juice on it, you get a nice crispy fried layer, nice density of the fried layer as well. Versus if you put the lemon juice on it, you get a nice soft fish stick. So most definitely agree, some of the best fish sticks there are. I'm so glad we can get that hot butter beer as well in the summertime. I'm glad they brought those back. Most people must love them. You're on the right track, because hot butter beer is the best butter beer. Overall, yes, so glad we came back. And the fries do seem a little bit different. Maybe not as good, not as crunchy, not as thick, but yeah, overall, so glad to be back at this one. This is the food to get. And in case I didn't make it clear, I also feel they're some of the best theme park fish and chips you can get. The best theme park fish and chips that I've had. Better than those Disney ones as well. Those Disney ones are great too, but these are just so fantastic. I love them. As for the butter beer, it's like a nice, smooth butterscotch chai style, maybe like a hot tea or hot beverage, butterscotch beverage, I think is probably the best way to put it, but it does feel so soothing, relaxing, and delicious. Having a hard time eating through all 3 fish sticks. It seems like 2 might be enough, but we're getting there. Maybe sit for a while and pace ourselves to see how we feel. Just finished eating the fish and chips there. Always love those fish and chips. I did feel like the topping of that hot butter beer is not what it used to be. It seemed a lot less delicious, a lot less pleasant. It was more like a clumpy milk sort of topping, if you ask me, but still love the drink. The drink's delicious, but the topping, unfortunately, not what it used to be. So I think next time, maybe I'll see if I can get it without the foam topping. But overall, great food. Now let's maybe catch the train to Universal Studios. Only a 25-minute wait here at Hogsmeade Station. That's nice, not too bad. Let's make our way to the other park. Making our way up into Hogsmeade Station now to catch that train. Always a fun train ride. You get to see all of the world of Harry Potter. And you've got these misters on here too, so watch out for getting your GoPro wet. Normally wouldn't worry about it, but you got the media mod going on. So a couple things I'm hoping to see in the other park. The Borne Spectacular. That one would be great. Love those crepes maybe for dinner. We're still pretty full right now, but crepes for dinner would be great. And maybe a few of those attractions that we love. Made it to the top of the stairs here, a little bit longer than expected. Not quite 40 minutes yet, but getting close. And some of us are a little tired around here. Let's see, the tired is kicking in. But we're almost there, trying to make our way, and then maybe we'll start to enjoy some relaxing shows. And some water, which we always need. Making our way out now, you can see a lot of people trying to head in the opposite direction. So glad we're not in this line right now. It was a little under 40 minutes, and we're making our way to the exits. Hopefully catch that Bourne show here at this side of the park. Seems like they're doing it every 45 minutes, so should most definitely be an opportunity. We'll see. Back on the Universal Studios side. I think we're heading this way towards Bourne, but it's been so long, it's hard to remember. Let's make our way in this direction, see what we see. Always great to see this street drummer performance too. A really nice show out here too.
Marshall, don't ruin it.
Transformers, the ride, also a great one. I always enjoy that ride where you can grab a seat, see that show as you help the Transformers, the Autobots save the day. But Bourne should be down that way. I think we're gonna make this show here, 4:30 show this evening. Be able to enjoy that experience for the first time. You can see with the Minions here, they've shrunk the character photo opportunities in terms of the full parade view of the experience. You also have other photo opportunities, Marilyn Monroe right here. But it seems like it's a lot smaller of a show, a lot smaller of a photo opportunity than it was a long time ago, last time we were here. But really cool to see what it looks like these days. Always love to see the Minions, some of my favorite characters, I think, in the world of Universal. So glad to see them here. Next up here is the Borne Stuntacular. You can see that theater right in front of us really stands out from the buildings around it, and I think we're here at a perfect time to catch this showing. Let's step inside and take a look. It's a very cool lobby as we make our way towards the Borne Stuntacular. Excited to see what this show is all about. Just made it in time. We're in the lobby for the show now, and it seems like there's quite a line. So we're wondering if we'll make that 4:30 showing. Hopefully that just meant you have to be in the lobby by 4:30, and all of us are gonna make it, and that they would cut it off if it was too many people. But who knows? I guess we'll just walk along here, look at all of these details along the walls, and find out once we get there. On the way into the theater, all kinds of artwork and information related to the Borne Stuntacular and the Borne shows, I'm sure. There's, I think, Identity and Supremacy. I think there were like 3 of them in movie series. So it'll be cool to see what this stunt show about the film is all about here. Making our way inside all right now. There's also a few other things to notice. This motorcycle is featured in Borne Ultimatum, and there's also a car back there, which I think was from the Borne movies as well. So there's artwork on both sides, information about so many characters and more. It's nice to see. And here is this car featured in the Borne Identity, so I think maybe the first one. Borne Stuntacular, most definitely an amazing show here at Universal, especially as you're taking it and comparing it to some of the other attractions and entertainment. Amazing show with some amazing effects in there. Love to see the transitions from the real to the video in there. You see some of the gunfire and different fighting scenes. Lots of fire effects that were really, really incredible. Love that. A lot like that Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, but this one was a whole nother level with some of those visual effects. Most definitely think that this should be on your list. If you haven't seen it yet, check out Borne Stuntacular, and I could see watching this one again. Mike, your thoughts?
Fully agree. It was outstanding to see, again, the combination of real and screen. It's not even screen, though. It's like this giant immersive feel. That's what I'm going to call it. You are just in it because this thing is wrapped around you. There's fire. There's people flying over you. Yeah, it was one I would definitely not miss at Universal. Borne Stuntacular. Unbelievable.
So most definitely make sure that one is on your list. If you haven't seen it, or maybe if you've seen it before, I would say it's most definitely worth seeing again. What do you think? Have you seen this one? It's definitely worth seeing again. I could see us maybe watching it again today. We'll see. The next showtime would be pretty soon, but maybe we'll see some of those other sites as well. Still just appreciating how great that Borne Spectacular show was. Really, really awesome. And enjoying a nice relaxing water. Mel's Diner, great place to do it. You can see we've got our cups of water in front of us here. And love the theming and the feel of this one. You can see very classic diner feel to it. Mike's relaxing over there, enjoying that diner atmosphere. Let's drink some water. Now seeing how late Central Park Crepes is open. One of our favorite spots for food in all of Universal. I was just rewatching my video, saw how delicious they looked. We're not at all hungry yet, just want to make sure we don't miss it. So let's see the hours. And here is the crepe menu. You know we love that smoked brisket crepe, but also looking at the seasonal raspberry and passion fruit cream. Sounds amazing. It sounds like the spot will be open until 9 p.m. I feel pretty confident because the cast member was fairly confident. But we'll have to keep our eyes open. Again, not hungry yet, but most definitely want some crepes. Now making our way back to Men in Black. I love that adventure. See if we can score some great scores. Get the new high scores for ourselves here. Always fun to have those interactive attractions. Gonna visit a few of our favorites here. Continuing tonight. Really excited to see that nighttime show here at Universal. I think it'll be Mike's first time seeing the show here on the Universal Studios side. So we'll be able to see some fireworks and the night show here. In the meantime, ride a few favorites. Those iconic MIB discs look a little bit different. I feel like they're a stronger color, like a sharper yellow, stand out more than they did before. Let's step on that ride and see if it's still the same. So we're in the normal queue now. It's talking about the Universe and You, which is that story they kind of talk about at the exit. Makes a little bit more sense now, I think, some of the backstory as to why you see that sign at the exit of the ride. It's cool to be in this regular queue for the first time. Maybe we'll learn some of the backstory of the attraction. I feel like we've seen this part of the queue, but did not see that last part before. Cool to see the elevator and other features of the world of Men in Black here. It does give you a bit more of a backstory, and I'm glad we're getting a chance to see it. Men in Black, always a great one, and that storyline helped me understand a bit. Getting in the regular queue helped us understand the storyline a little bit. I beat Mike by 10,000 points, and since we can't remember what came before that, I of course can't admit that he was beating me by 3 times. All the way until I started beating him by 10,000 points. But since we can't remember that part, all we remember is that I won.
You did.
A couple other great ones, maybe Transformers, probably do that one next. Maybe The Mummy later, before some showtime, some crepes. Let's check it out. First time in the Quickie Mart here. Really interesting merch you can see. Look at this mug with a hole right through it. Carbs with that donut right there. You've got this Homer mug right here, where it seems like the bottom part is just a storage area. I'm not sure what to store in there, but it's a short mug. You got these cool shirts and so much more. I look around at other awesome Krusty Land Best Vacation Ever shirts right there. Cool sparkling beverages here, as well as those plushies, Duff plushies. That's very cute. I like it. Always a plushie fan. Nice to see the merch. So it sounds like Central Park Crepes actually closes at 7:45, we've been told. So I think we're just gonna go for that so we don't miss it, which means we'll be eating a little bit earlier than we're hungry, but still wanna make sure we get those crepes. They're so, so good. So we are both trying the seasonal crepe raspberry and passion fruit cream up there. Excited to give that one a shot. We love that smoked brisket one, so hopefully this sweet one will be great as well. We will let you know. Watching the crepe making process yet again here today. You can see preparing those burners in order to get the crepes cooking. Excited to see what they look like and how good they taste. First you gotta get that batter on there, of course, and then to make the full size of those crepes. I think these will be our crepes. You can see the flipping process getting ready to take place here. It looks so, so good. Oh, it seems like maybe the crepes are being made off to the side. They're just cooking the crepes right here. But then you make the ingredients on the side since it's not a hot crepe, since it's a dessert crepe. So still, nice to see the crepe itself being made. Look at this fantastic looking crepe over here. The raspberries, the cinnamon sugar, and so much more in there. The sauce falling right out of it. Looks incredible, thick and juicy, right in front of Central Park Crepes. Oh yeah, let's dig in. Overall, a delicious crepe as always from Central Park Crepes. Absolutely love this crepe spot and still think it's a must-do if you're at Universal Studios. I think this one is my second favorite now. I think I like it better than the lemon blueberry. It's got a nice strong raspberry, the passion fruit cream is in there, and you've got a lot of cinnamon sugar going on in there. Overall, I think it's a great flavor. Not too sweet either. It's got nice fruity flavors to it, but not too unnatural sweetness to it. So I think it's a great option if you're looking for a sweet crepe. You know I love that savory one as well, the brisket one. Overall, I feel like you can't lose if you go for Central Park Crepes. Nice to see that they're doing that parade here. It did seem like it was a combination of those characters you might see throughout the day. A lot of their floats just passing by all together, as opposed to the characters coming out one by one. So it's not incredibly amazing, like for example, when we saw that Mardi Gras parade. Love that Mardi Gras parade right here at Universal Studios. This one pretty standard, pretty basic, but still nice to see they're doing some sort of parades. Also just finished that crepe. I really did enjoy the flavor of that crepe. That raspberry and that passion fruit was delicious. It did get more sugary as we got to the bottom with that red velvet cake in there. I would say I'd probably stick with the protein. In the future, I'm gonna stick with the savory flavors. Most definitely, I think those are the way to go, but overall, still enjoyed it quite a bit. After getting to the bottom with the red velvet on the raspberry and passion fruit cream crepe, I would say I might not have liked this one more than the lemon and blueberry one. I love the top half as a dessert one, but I think it got quite sugary with that red velvet cake, and I'm not a huge red velvet person, so I would say the dessert ones, maybe it's a toss-up. Maybe the lemon was better, but they're all great, but I would stick with the protein ones. I'd stick with that brisket. Mike, your thoughts?
I agree with you. I thought that this was good. I mean, you can't go wrong with the crepe spot here at Universal. You simply can't. However, it loses something as you make it halfway through, where it's like red velvet cake just hits you just like that. And I mean, it's good. It is good. It's just, if you're thinking about crepes, go savory. Just do the savory, and then dessert crepes are good too. Lemon blueberry, this is good. It's just prioritize the savory over the sweet here at the crepe spot Universal.
So before the evening show, we'll maybe do Transformers, maybe we'll hit up the Mummy, but you know we've got to get some water. Back at Mel's here for some water, and we'll plan the rest of our time before the show.
And Pluto, you know what? Pluto pooped on my porch one time. Jimmy Mac, I am upset right now, my pressure.
If you look here at the main stage at Universal, right under that Rip Ride rocket there, you've got the Olympics being shown. People seated on the lawn, enjoying some food and just watching the Olympics. This would actually be a cool spot to maybe bring your food and enjoy the show. If you're looking for somewhere to kick back, relax, enjoy a quiet show. Nice Olympics to see. I mean, it's nice that they're showing it. You know, you can see. We got the stage all set up for it and everything. Here it is. We've got Optimus Prime in front of the Transformers attraction. Let's help the Autobots save the day on one of our favorite attractions before maybe checking out how the seats look for the nighttime show. Just got off that Transformers attraction, always a great one. Now for Universal Orlando's Cinematic Celebration. Always love this show right here on the water. Excited to see it. It's the nighttime show that has the projections on the water, and you've got the fireworks going on as well in the background, so we'll be able to see that all from right here in Central Park. Let's take a look. So this is our spot for the Cinematic Celebration, Universal Orlando's Cinematic Celebration right here on the water. It's about 45 minutes till it starts right here. And you can see where we're at. Pretty good spot on the second row up. We're gonna be waiting for a while until it kicks off, but wanted to make sure we got our spot reserved. Some people already started grabbing spots, so made sure we got ours. So let's check it out. Concludes Universal Orlando's Cinematic Celebration for tonight, complete with the fireworks. Loved it. Really, really glad we had a chance to see this one. Always a great one, and with the fireworks effects added in there, most definitely adds. All kinds of great scenes in there. You know, I love the Minions. You got the Harry Potter. So many scenes transitioning there. I streamed it on Instagram as well, so hopefully you enjoyed that, and sharing a bit of it with you here as well. But always love this one. I feel like I'm glad we stuck around for it. It was a really long day. We were here from open to close, but definitely worth it. Mike, your first time seeing the show, what did you think?
I loved it. It was so good. Loved the music with it, the fountains, the fireworks. So much to appreciate about this one. It was super well put together, super well choreographed. 2 thumbs up.
Most definitely a great one. I feel like with the fireworks, this one might even top the Harry Potter projection show on the castle, if you ask me. And the park is now closed, so that concludes the evening, but it was a great one. Thanks so much for helping me make today a fantastic, amazing day. Don't forget to make your day an amazing day as well. Make sure you focus on those silver linings. Look for the positive vibes in everything you do. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures. Until next time, play on.